All right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Prolific, good morning. Always bringing that energy. Good morning. Got Prolific in the building. Callie's in the building, guys. Callie, good morning.
Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. About to be a big weekend. We got Marcus Lane in the building. Marcus, good morning, bro. Appreciate you being here. We got we got Ultra in the building. Good morning, bro. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, we definitely about to get this money today for sure. Without a doubt. If you guys can, if you're on Twitter, man, please retweet the post or the space. Let people know that we're live. If you are on YouTube, just hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Um, we are working on, getting YouTube more of a better platform for everyone. It's just finding the people to help me build it. That's what I'm working on now. But at least we got Plug Talk still. So Callie, how was your day yesterday, man? Let's do a quick recap.
It was, average day in terms of the NFL slate. We hit some first half plays, missed a couple props. We did have the A's yesterday. I was definitely, like I said, I was gonna go after the A's with that final series at home. So it was a good game. I watched it. It was, you know, heartbreaking to say the least with what's happened in Oakland, but nice to do that. And then we swept KBO again, so 7-0 this week in KBO, 3-0 in our max plays, and 15 units this week in KBO. So another nice start to the morning.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Fucking KBO monster over here. You guys need KBO. You know where to go. Callie got y'all covered. Um, yeah, yesterday wasn't bad, man. We had a decent day. We went 1-on-1 in VIP, but my side bets that I hit put me over the top. I gave out Bryson Daly for 2+ touchdowns in the Army game. He got three. Absolute guy is an absolute wagon. He's been a wagon so far all year for us. If you guys don't know who this guy is, make sure you guys check him out. He's an absolute monster. So we cashed that yesterday. We gave that play out for free. And like I said, we went 1-on-1 in VIP, but we went very light yesterday. Um, the Cowboys game was not terrible, man. It scares me to death about what's going on, man, with the NFL and how popular betting is becoming. Because man, I question a lot of shit, bro. I mean, I don't know. Like, you guys know I'm not one of them betters who, because I didn't lose money yesterday at all, but, and even when I win money, I just say what I see. And for Aubrey to miss that kick, bro, was, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to make of that. I mean, yes, he's human at the end of the day, right? Mistakes are going to happen. But bro, we have watched you, right? Not just during the games, but during practices all year. We've seen you throughout your career so far hit 60+ yarders. And you're telling me you're going to miss, what was it, 30 yards? It makes absolutely zero sense.
It was
It
50.
wasn't even close. The kick wasn't even close. And he's been drilling 60, 65-yard field goals. And that 30-yarder was not even close to give Cowboy betters the cover. And then for for their teammates to all be laughing on the side is kind of weird. Like, I don't understand what was funny about that. But
Another reason to stay away from betting on Cowboys games.
yeah, I mean, that was incredible, man. And like I said, guys, I didn't have a penny on the side. This is just me talking from what I seen. But if I was a cowboy better last night, right? If I was a cowboy betters last night, I would be questioning everything right now. I'll be like, what did I just watch? What just happened? Because that was pretty incredible. The game was decent, though. I'm not going to lie. I really thought the Giants were going to end up pulling it out in the end there. I really did. Because, I mean, that's just what Cowboys do. That's why I gave out yesterday on the show. I told you guys to attack the Cowboys in the first half and try to, maybe leave the game alone as we go deeper into the game, just leave the Cowboys alone because, Thursday night football, we see a lot of fuckery happen. And it almost happened last night. It almost did. But luckily, the Cowboys pulled it off. Sadly, not with a cover, but they still pulled the game off. It was a decent game to watch. I was entertained. But yeah, man, definitely looking forward to this weekend coming up with college and NFL. We do have a couple college games we're going to go over tonight. I don't have the lines for Rutgers, but I will get them before we do college. We're going to finish the show on college. We're going to start with MLB. We have a big slate, so we're going to try to run through it. The MLB slate is huge today. And there's a lot of spots that you have to be careful with. You guys seen a lot of fuckery happen yesterday. So be very careful betting the MLB right now, guys. A lot of people say that this is a really good time to bet the MLB. A lot of people say it's a really bad time to bet the MLB. I think it personally is a bad time to bet the MLB. Um, but a lot of people think differently. A lot of people like to bet the MLB right now. I like to take the last 2 weeks off and focus on the other sports that are coming up, like NFL, NHL, you know, college that we have going on, and then back into MLB during playoffs. Callie, what do you think? You think the MLB this time of year right now, like the last couple weeks before postseason, do you think it's a good time to bet MLB or a bad time?
I mean, this is one of those times where I don't want to say it's the Joes from the pros, but if you know what you're looking for, I mean, like we're 7-0 this week, we're up almost 16 units in KBO. I've attacked every single game where it's been a playoff contender or a team fighting for a playoff spot versus a team completely with nothing to play for. And obviously that's magnified on the KBO level because the talent's not there top to bottom. But the same thing can be said with preseason NFL. The same thing can be said with MLB right now. If you know what you're looking for, if you have the angle, then most likely you're probably not on Twitter because you're probably pretty freaking good at this and you found something that's consistently making you money for a living too. But I think that this is one of those times where if you really know what to look for and you're willing to be stubborn about it, you can definitely return. You have to know the angles, though. We talked about it off air too. There's a whole bunch of different storylines going for everything right now. I mean, even just the home run race, Ohtani and Judge. I mean, there's a lot of stories within stories in and out of the actual playoffs right now. I mean, until a couple weeks ago, Scooble was getting shut down for the year because they weren't making the playoffs, and now he's going to be their number one going into the postseason. So, if you know what you're looking for, you know how to be consistent and really be stubborn with it. There is very much value out there, but you've got to know what you're looking for. Otherwise, we see it out there daily on here. Quality over quantity is always the key.
Yep,
and
100%.
above all else, I will say, being on the other side of the country, my prayers and best wishes to anybody who's over there affected by that storm, hurricane, tropical, everything going on. So my wishes to everybody out there.
Yeah, the East Coast is seeing it all up and down the East Coast. Obviously, Florida is where it's at. Florida's getting hammered hard, so if anyone's in Florida, man, just stay safe out there. I know New Jersey, we're getting a ton of rain. We got heavy winds, and bro, we're in New Jersey. That is like 3 or 4 states, maybe more away from where it actually is happening, and it's affecting our weather pretty drastically here in Jersey. So I can't imagine what's going on down there in Florida. So if anyone in here has family in Florida, or you're around Florida, or just that area, man, just definitely prayers with y'all, and just stay safe because we know they're serious. Them storms are serious, man, and Florida always gets the worst of it. Um, Nando, yeah, absolutely. It was a terrible, terrible beat if you were on the Cowboys. That's what we were talking about when we first started the show here. It was just a terrible beat if you were on the Cowboys last night,
How,
and
however, though, if you did your line shopping and you got in on this game early, you won last night. It was
yep,
four and a half
four and a
for quite.
half.
It was 4.5 for quite a while. So
Yep,
if you lost this game, you need to look in the mirror. You
yep.
need to shop a little better, and don't say, "Oh, I should." And this is me being stubborn. Don't say, "Oh, I should have bought a half point." You should never be buying a half point in football,
Yeah,
ever.
the line did open up at a 4.5. So,
And you could, if you wanted to buy it back to a 4.5, you could. No point to buy it to a 5. I see people, oh, should have taken 5.5 to a 5. No, no, no. But if you missed your spot, then just let it go. Pushing
yep,
out, pushing out. I couldn't have run farther from that game. I had first quarter over 7.5. I had game over, so we pushed on those. I had a couple props. We it was a boring day of nothing, but no way, shape, or form was I going to get fired up and excited over a Thursday night short week Cowboys Giants. I mean, uh,
yeah,
and being a West Coast guy too, it's different for me. But that game screamed lay off on sides as much as it could. If anything, I wanted to take the Giants, but I looked in I was like, I'm not going to bet on Daniel Jones. I just can't do that to myself.
yeah.
I can't do that. I respect my coin. I can't do it. Won't do it. Wait for KBO. Like, there's other options out there. So don't
Yeah,
look at.
it was a tough beat.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and this is why I tend to tell people, that this time of year definitely get involved with someone because a lot of people don't. I don't know why, and I get it. It's because sometimes your bankroll is limited, and you play day to day with your money, which I understand. So you don't like to buy lines early, but man, this is the time of year where you seriously, especially when it comes to NFL and college football, you buy lines early, especially when you think or know that it's going to be a public play. Because 90% of the public bet a couple hours or in the hour before kickoff. 90% of bettors bet that way. So there
Saturday
is.
morning. Saturday morning every week, eight
Mhm.
8 o'clock to 8:30 or whatever time, 11 to whatever time on the East Coast. You watch that last hour. Everybody listens to College Game Day.
Yes.
Everybody listens to Big Fox Saturday. You want to make money? Just fade what all of them say. Honestly, give it 20 minutes after and fade the line. Go the other way, and long term, you'll beat that too. I mean, those guys are there for entertainment. I think a lot of people confuse entertainment for true knowledge. You can know a lot about the game. You can be brilliant in terms of knowing the game and be the worst better ever. Look at Otani. Or look, excuse me. Look at his interpreter,
Oh,
who
that's hilarious.
I am personally friends with. His new interpreter, which is pretty funny actually. Small world.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that is funny.
I
He's got a
coached
new
him.
interpreter?
I coached his new interpreter in college actually a long
Oh,
time
that's
ago.
a shame. That guy took the heat, bro. That's crazy.
He's
Uh,
going away for a long time. I mean, it's a bad situation, but you know what? Who knows what's really going on? None of us
yeah,
know.
dude,
Let's
I
be
doubt
honest.
it. I
Nobody
doubt
knows
he's going
anything.
away. Otani was very smart with that whole situation. I give him that.
100%. Hey, be smarter than everybody else, and just don't be the dumbest guy in the room, basically. And
Yeah.
he's figured it out. He's also learned from those other athletes that have made the guys that have gone down for like $5,000 or $10,000 are the worst. It's like just a leisurely bet to those guys, and there goes your
Yes.
career over nonsense.
Yep. Over pennies.
It's a good sign. Don't do it.
Yep.
You're an athlete. You got the rest of your
Yep.
life to do it.
100%, man. There's two sides of the fence, man, and you don't want to be on that other side, especially if you're actually playing in professional sports. All right, speaking of Otani and professional sports, let's head on into the MLB. We got a big slate, and then we got some college to talk about. So let's get into the picks, man. First game we're looking at today to start us off, man. We're going to be heading to Chicago, where we're going to be at Wrigley Field We got the Reds at a plus 120. We got the Cubs at a minus 142. We got a total of 6.5 here. It's slightly favored to the under at a minus 115. We got James Talion coming out for the Cubs. And I seen in the comments, it looks like Prolific said that we're going to be getting Nick Martinez for the Reds today. I don't have any starter listed here for I don't have any starters listed for the Red. Yes, I do. Here it is. It's on Swish. So Nick Martinez is the starter, so I appreciate that. Prolific. It doesn't much matter to me. I know you said Prolific, you're on the Reds here. I can't do it. I'm going to be back in Talion, and I'm going to be back in the Cubs in this situation. Um, I'm not necessarily in love with the price, but Talion has been good at home. He really has been this year. He has a sub 3 ERA, and this Reds lineup has not been hitting right-handed pitching well at all this month. And they have a super high K rate as well when it comes to right-handed. I mean, when it comes to yeah, right-handed pitching, they have a super high K rate. The Cubs bats been hitting the ball pretty well. I can't go against the Cubs here. You look at James Talion's numbers right here. He's got 88 plate appearances, a 25% K rate, which is great. Pretty low walk rate of 4.5. He got an opponent batting average of a 289. Wish that was a little lower, but it's not terrible. And he's got an xWOBA of 336. Again, wish it was a little lower, but it's not terrible. This looks like a good spot for Talion to come out and have a decent start. Yeah, the wind might be blowing out at Wrigley, but I still think oh, he said it's blowing in at Wrigley. So that does call for a bit of a lower game. Having a game set at 6.5 at Wrigley is pretty alarming. So that you got to take that into factor. Um, just from that spread alone right there, I would take the under. Just because of that right there. That them setting that shit at 6.5 and it's favored to the under, and we already have information that the wind's blowing in at Wrigley. I would take the under there. And I think Talion is going to have a great start today. Nick Martinez is a good starter as well. We know this guy has the stuff. We've seen it. He has a very high ceiling with Nick Martinez. They have Talion strikeouts today at a 4.5. I would take that over. It's at a minus 150. I absolutely love it. So give me Talion here. Give me his strikeouts over the 4.5. It does look a little trappy, but they got Nick Martinez set at a 4.5 as well. I can see him getting that as well, too, honestly. But I like Talion in this spot. So give me Talion here. Over 4.5 at a minus 150. I think you can run Talion up to about 6 at a plus 140. And I'm going to take the Cubs here, Callie.
Easy layoff for me. I don't have a strong feeling on either of these two teams, especially with the starter situation. So I would just ride along with you.
All right, all right. I like it. When it comes to hitters, we're going to stay away from hitters in this one. There is one guy that I do like, and he's on the Reds. That goes against Talion here, and it's Stevenson. You guys know I'm a pretty big fan of Stevenson. He's made us a lot of money this year. As a batter, he's made us a lot of money. So he's seen Talion 6 times. He has 5 hits. He has 3 singles, 1 double, 1 home run, no strikeouts, and he's slugging a 1500 with an on base percentage of 833 and a batting average of 833. Tyler Stevenson is definitely your guy today if you want to target any batters in this game. So I like Tyler Stevenson. So Prolific is liking the Reds here. He's saying the Cubs have struck out more against Nick. And don't get me wrong, Nick, you can argue that Nick is the better strikeout pitcher here. But I'm telling you, man, I just feel that Italian is going to have a good start in this one. I gotta back him. His numbers are great. Against the Reds, he does his best work at home. The weather is in favor of pitching today. You got to give me Talion in this one to show up. So That's where I'm at here with the Cubs. Like the Cubs here. Like Tyler Stevenson on the Reds and Talian's case. All right. Next game we got the White Sox taking on the Detroit Tigers. All right, so let's see here. All right, so we got the White Sox at a plus 140. We got the White Sox at a plus 140. We got the Tigers at a minus 166. We got a total of 7.5 here. You got you got Crochet coming out for the White Sox, and it looks like the Tigers do not have anyone listed as of right now. Let me see if I can find you. So it looks like it's Casey Mize. Looks like it's going to be Casey Mize starting today for the Tigers. That's exactly where I'm going here. I'm not in love with the price, but if it is indeed Casey Mize starting, I'll go with Casey Mize here. I don't see why not. The price is ugly, but I think we can honestly lay the minus 1.5 with the Tigers here. It's the last series here for the White Sox, but it might not be for the Tigers, and that's my whole thing, right? Tigers, they still have something to play for. Now Crochet has not been awful, but the White Sox never give this guy any damn run support. That's the reason why they lose most of his starts. It's not because Crochet is necessarily a bad pitcher. I think this guy has a high ceiling. I think he has good stuff. I really do. But his offense gives him no run support in any of his starts, hardly ever. They lose almost all of his starts. This is just a huge fade on a team that is done for the season against a team that is actually playing for something here. So give me the Tigers here minus that 1.5 at a plus 130 in this one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Couple reasons. Obviously, the White Sox are playing for something as well. White Sox are the hottest team in baseball right now. Just FYI, Chris Flexen loses like what 23 of his starts in a row and then dominates yesterday, which always makes me happy from an ex KBO guy. So I always like to see that. But pretty wild game to say the least. Interesting that Mize goes today. I mean, Mize was supposed to be the guy that got the Tigers to this spot, and here's Scooble. So, maybe this is a good spot for him to get get a little bit more comfortable going into the postseason. I lean the under 7.5 in this one. White Sox still with something to play for in terms of what they've been doing lately. Yesterday, you look too. It was nothing going into the fifth until they put up that 7 spot. So I think that this is a spot that screams under to me. I would lean the under 7.5. Interesting that they held back Crochet for this game. They made the mention that they were going to go after them, but what's the point really if you're going to hold them back and then throw them 4 innings? It's very strange. We'll see what they do in terms of that, but I would look at maybe a first 5 under, maybe a full game under as well for this one.
Yeah, I like it. I can definitely get behind the under here. There is a lot of White Sox batters that have good numbers against Casey Mize, but I'm just not in love with them. They put up a good amount. They put up a good number yesterday. This White Sox team ain't necessarily a team that I like to get behind on stringing good outings together. Like you said, they are playing decent baseball right now, but how long is that going to last? Crochet's number, well, it ain't going to last long because it's almost over. But Garrett Crochet's numbers are pretty damn good against the Tigers. He does have a very high walk rate, so take that into consideration. But his numbers aren't terrible. Career numbers aren't terrible against the Tigers, but this is kind of a stay away for me on this one. All right, next game we got the Phillies taking on the Nationals here. So we got the Phillies coming in at a minus 192. We have the Nationals at a plus 160. We got a total of 8.5 here. It's favored to the under, highly favored to the under at a minus 118. You got Ranger Suarez coming out for the Phillies, and you got Trevor Williams coming out for the Nationals here. This is a big national spot for me, Callie. I think this is a great spot for the Nationals to pick up a win. They've been hitting left-handed pitching extremely well this month, and we know that Suarez, he's not been doing well, bro. He just gave up 2 home runs in his last start versus the Mets, and the Phillies have lost 3 of his last 5 starts altogether. And Williams, honestly, Williams has been the more profitable starter, one of the more profitable starters in the entire MLB this year. Um, he's a behind this Nationals team that back him up almost every time he starts. He has been making people a lot of money this year. And now we're going to go ahead and grab him at a plus 160 against a pitcher like Suarez, who has been getting beat up all year, and the Phillies are already locked in. I mean, look, I have to kind of go with the Nationals here at this price, man. It is too good to pass up, and it would not shock me at all if the Nationals won this game outright. So give me the Nationals here, man. I like them a lot. There is a couple batters here, but I'm telling you, it comes with a lot of strikeouts, guys. I'm talking like Nick Castellanos. He has 14 hits, but 7 of them were strikeouts. He has let me see, Schwarber, 12. He has 6 strikeouts. Um, who else? Romuto. Romuto's numbers are actually really good. His numbers are awesome, actually. So Romuto against Williams, he's got 12 at bats, 5 hits, 1 single, 1 double, 3 home runs, only 2 strikeouts, and he's slugging 1,200. Keep Romuto in the back of your head today, people. That is some really good numbers right there, and yeah, I like Romuto a lot right there. That's really good numbers. Same with Trey Turner, but it comes with a lot of strikeouts. So we're going to stay away from Trey Turner. I do like Trevor Williams and his K's today. He has a lot of targets that could get him to his K's. And then there's one national that I have to look up right now, and it's Vargas. This guy, I mean, his numbers here against Suarez are fantastic, and I know he's going to be at a cheap ass price, man. So, Callie, when I looked that up, you got anything for this one?
Yeah, same reason with you. I would take the Nats or nothing. It'll be a layoff game for me, but I would lean the fade of Philly here with nothing to play for in this one.
Yep, I'm with you, man. I think the price is right here. I think this could be a really good dog, to start your MLB day here. So I like the Nationals a lot. I can't find anything on Vargas here. Maybe he's out, or I don't know the situation. Vargas is not a guy that I follow at all. So let me see. He's not even on the betting board, but his numbers are fucking off the charts. So we're going to be sticking with Romuto in this one. I like Romuto to go yard today, or you could take him for his total bases, hit runs, RBIs, any way you feel comfortable. I personally think you just go for the biscuit, man. Just take his home run here and go for the gusto on this one. His home runs at a pretty good price. You can get the double chance with actually no, you can't. They're not giving us Romuto in the double chance. That sucks. But it don't matter. You can take them straight. Take Romuto straight at plus 500 for a home run today. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right. Let's see. Anyone else got anything? Joseph Goldsmith. He wants a home run late today. All right, I got you, big dog. Well, you perfect timing, Joseph, because that's gonna be leg number one. Realmuto, Philadelphia Phillies. Realmuto's leg number one. All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's see what else we got. We got a lot of games to cover. All right, here we go. We got the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the New York Yankees. So Verdugo is a bum, by the way. I needed Verdugo to hit a home run, not yesterday, the day before, for $400. Don't you know this motherfucker comes up, looks me dead in the eyes through the TV, and smacks a bomb yesterday. I wanted to, I, I almost snapped, bro. This motherfucker looked me dead in the eyes and rocked one. I said, "You motherfucker." It was crazy. All right, so anyway, Verdugo's on my shit list, bro. On my big time shit list right now. That was nasty work he pulled. All right, so we got the Yankees coming in at a minus 175 here. We got the Pirates at a plus 145. We got a total of 7.5 in this one. Um, it looks like it's highly favored to the over here, Callie. You got Jared Jones taking the mound for the Pirates, and you got Carlos Rodon taking the mound for the Yankees, man. So I like the Yankees here. I do. Yankees are still playing for that first place, first place home field advantage, right? So they do have something to play for. It's just the value is not really there. I don't really see much value anywhere on the Yankees here, unless you take the run line. But the Yankees offense has not really been that great this month, but I do trust Rodon at home where he does his best work. And Rodon has not gave up more than 2 earned runs in 4 straight starts. Where Jones, he's not been a great option on the road. Yes, this guy has great K work, and we know that his potential is through the roof, but you put him on the road and he's been shaky at best. But like I said, we know he has great K work, but he has control issues. He does walk a lot of batters on the road. He everything goes. He just he struggles on the road, plain and simple. Rodon, does his best work at home. Yankees are trying to get that home field for the playoffs. You got to give me the Yankees here. It's not my favorite play, but I'll lay the run line with the Yankees in this one.
Is Skeens pitching today?
No, it's
Exactly.
Jared.
Exactly. Give me the Yankees.
Yep, I'm with you, man.
Give me the Yankees on the run line.
Yeah, that's the only way to take them today, really.
Motivation at home playing against a Pirate team that, quite frankly, doesn't give a crap. They probably went out in New York last night or planning to go out tonight. It's a different vibe, totally different sides. And there's one guy on Pittsburgh that everyone, and all of us care about, and that's really it. Maybe if it's in Pittsburgh, I feel differently, but Yankees are getting ready for playoff season, and like you said, they win out, they can secure the home field spot. So there is a lot going right now, and it's a big step back from what they just had in a huge emotional series from Baltimore, where both teams clinched. So I think it's a good spot to just pound out what I think should be a pretty weak Pittsburgh team. Jones is nothing to write home about.
Yep, I agree, man. If you're going to take anything here, it's got to be the Yankees. Either use them as a money line parlay piece or simply take the run line in this situation. When it comes to batters, I don't really have much for you in this one. This is more of a stay away for me. But it's Yankees or nothing in this spot for me, guys, as well. All right, let's see what our next game is. Our next game is going to be the Marlins taking on the Blue Jays. So we got the Marlins coming in at a plus 170. You got the Blue Jays at a minus 205. You got a total of 8 here. You got Adam Aller coming out for the Marlins, and then you got Jose Barrios coming out for the Blue Jays. And Barrios has been looking great, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Barrios has been looking great. I got respect for his game. Last start versus the Rays was a damn gem. He went 6 innings of 1 run ball. Now he gets the Marlins in a tough spot with Aller, honestly, on the bump, who really struggles on the road. The Jays have been hitting right-handed pitching pretty well, it looks like. They have some really good numbers in the last month against right-handed pitching here, man. So Looking at Barrios here, he has 27 plate appearances, very high K percent at 37, which is great. Pretty high walk percent, 7.4. Not the best ex Woba. Can't really go much off of Aller here. He's only got 7 plate appearances against the Blue Jays, but it looks like the time that he did see the Blue Jays, he had a terrific outing. 42% here, K percent, high walk rate, but an ex Woba 129, but nothing we can really take into consideration. So you got to go off of what you know. And I know Jose Barrios at home has been a monster. I know he's been pitching very well lately. I know the Blue Jays are hitting the ball well against right-handed pitchers. I mean, it's big Blue Jays for me in this one. I think they get this done here. So give me the Blue Jays at the -1.5 here at a +105, or you could same game parlay this as well. Maybe take the Blue Jays money line and Brios for 5+ Ks. That could be a good one.
Marlins always find a way to screw me one way or the other. Easy layoff for me. If I had to take it, would possibly look at the under 8, but I don't love this game.
All right, all right. I ain't got no hitters in this one either. We're not going to get much. You're not going to really get much out of this one. I kind of do lean the under in this one as well. I could see definitely, very low scoring game here from the Marlins. I can't see them putting up too many runs, and I don't necessarily trust the Blue Jays to get us up over this 8 neither. So I'm with you here. It's a very tough game. All right, next game we got the Houston Astros taking on the Guardians. So it looks like we got the Guardians coming in at a -122 in this one. You got the Astros at a +102. Got a total of 8 here. It's favored to the under. You got Blanco coming out for the Stros, and you got Cantillo coming out for the Guardians. I gotta go with the Guardians at this price, bro. Both teams have clinched their divisions, but the Guardians, they still have business to handle with the Yankees. You know what I mean? Who are trying to grab that number one spot in the AL. And the Guardians are fighting with them. So Cantillo has looked good in his last 3 starts. He has not gave up more than one earned run in his last 3 starts, man. His K rate has gone way up over the last month since coming back, and the Guardians have won his last 3 starts as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ronel Blanco is not terrible, but I think this is a good spot to be taking the Guardians here, man. I think it says a lot to me. It says a lot that the Guardians are favored here, man. At a -122. You know what I mean? This line tells me a lot. I think Guardians got the starting pitching advantage in this one. You got to give me the Guardians in this one at the -122 on the money line, man. I think they come out here and get this done.
Yeah, it'd be interesting games today. I do agree with you. I do lean Cleveland, but Houston's been just so solid, like San Diego has for the last few months, that probably makes it a layoff for me.
Yeah, Ronel Blanco has small sample size but good numbers. But his K percent is super low here with a very high walk percent. I mean, it's nothing I'm trusting in this situation. I just think that I'm telling you, the line tells you a lot in this one, guys. The line tells you a lot in this one. I think the Astros are probably going to be a pretty public play today. So just be careful with this one. Cantillo has been in good form, man. He's not a bad pitcher. I think he can do enough to hold this down. And you got a good Guardians bullpen coming in to back him up. So if we can get some runs on the board from the Guardians early, they're going to be in a very good position to win this game. So I'll take our chances here. Give me the Guardians. All right, next game we got the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Boston Red Sox. I mean, this one was pretty easy for me. We got the Rays at a +114. You got the Red Sox favored here at home at a minus 135, and you got a total of 8. It's locked up on both sides here. Taj Bradley, man. I mean, I don't trust him, bro. I haven't all year. I'm not going to trust him now in Fenway. And then Nick Pivetta. I mean, we just seen Pivetta versus the Rays last week. He really struggled, but that was on the road. And I'm sorry, Pavetta at home is a different monster, which is surprising because Pavetta is known to give up a shit ton of home runs. Like, this guy gives up a lot of sharp contact, he gives up a lot of home runs, but for some reason he pitches better at Fenway. But we know he is always at risk to give up bombs. No matter where he's at, he's always at risk to give up bombs. Um, the Red Sox lineup has great numbers versus Bradley. Their numbers actually look pretty impressive against Bradley. If you look here at Bradley, 45 plate appearances, he has a good K percent, but it comes with a high walk percent at 11.1, an opponent batting average of 263, and an xWOBA over 400. Like, the Red Sox just hit Bradley really well. It the pitchers are both issues for me in this game, so it makes it very easy for me to take the over here. They're not giving us a crazy number. I think you can even take the 7.5 and get a good price here. So I'm definitely going to be back in the over in this one. It looks pretty clear cut to me. I can't see this game going under 7.5 today. No way. Bradley gives up way too much sharp contact, and so does Pavetta. So it's an over spot.
You know what the weather's like out there? That would be my one question with playing in
No, I could look
Boston.
it up though.
Yeah, playing with Boston with the wind is always my question because I do lean the over as well. Bradley's been okay in his 2 starts at Fenway, but I would expect some regression, especially this time of the year. It's not going to be going balls to the wall with where both of these clubs are, so definitely can relate to it falling to a more offensive side. But with that wind, especially with how Boston is, it doesn't take much. If it's blowing a little bit out, man, it really can change that. Just like Wrigley.
Yeah. So what time does this game start?
It
Starts
is.
at 7.
Yeah, it'll be what, full? Is it 7 Eastern or 7? Let me see here. It is going to be at 7, about 7 Eastern.
Yeah. So it does look like. Let me see.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. It just came to my mind as I was thinking about it with the weather. I was looking at the news in the background, and
No, you're good. It is precipitation 40%, humidity 59%, and the wind's blowing 14 miles per hour. But it's not telling me if that's in or out at Fenway. But that's what it is at Fenway Park right now. So it looks
yeah,
like 7 p.m. 7 p.m. It's going to be 68 degrees with a 45% chance of participation. So I don't know, man.
yeah,
It looks like there's a good chance of rain.
yeah, yeah. Makes it probably a layoff. I would lean the over, but probably a layoff.
All right, just in
Make sure you
case I'm.
make sure you click the game must go full 9 innings if you're going to bet on any of those, though.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
um,
easy one to miss. People learn that every day, and depends on the site too.
yeah, it fucks you over all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got Jaron Duran today against Bradley.
Yeah, I
It's a
can dig that.
righty. It's a righty on lefty. I mean, dude, he's got 8 at bats, 3 hits, 1 single, 1 double, 1 triple, no home runs, only 2 strikeouts. Dude slugging to 750. Yeah, give me Duran here. Who else do we got? That's it for me. Give me Duran in this one. I'm not necessarily sure I want to put him uh I know who I want to put on for the Rays though, man. Fucking Josh Lau. Bro, this guy has been rocking shit. Now, this is another lefty on righty here, and we already know Josh Lau is hitting the ball pretty well right now. He's in Fenway. He's got a lefty on righty matchup. He's got 7 at bats against Pavetta. He's got 2 hits. They both were home runs. It comes with 3 strikeouts, but he's slugging over 1100. He's got an on base percentage over 2. If he connects today, that ball is flying out of Fenway without a doubt. You got to give me Josh Lau here. I think that's going to be our addition to. I think that's going to be our addition to our home run leg. I think it's going to be Josh Lau. I love his numbers here. All right, so we're adding Josh Lau to the home run leg.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's move on to the next game. We got Kansas City taking on the Atlanta Braves. So we got Kansas City at a plus 154. You got the Braves at a minus 185. You got a total of 7.5. It's highly favored to the under in this one, guys, at a minus 118. You got Brady Singer coming out for the Royals, and it looks like the Braves are going to be bringing out Max Fried. I mean, this is not my favorite game. This was more of a tougher one for me. I do think that we go. Obviously, I like Fried here, but again, it's like I don't necessarily want to spend this kind of money on the Braves right now. I mean, they're not. How long are we even going to get freed for here? There's not really. I don't know, man. I like Singer here, but I want to take his K's. But again, this is just a game that's like, it's nothing has value to me. What are you feeling for this one, Callie? Maybe I'll ride with you on this one.
I got concerns with the Braves right now.
So do I.
Sale being one of them. I wonder if Sale's still having issues. I heard a thing yesterday that there might be issues why they were pushing him back as well. He might have needed some more rest. So, I'm not sure how I feel about the Braves. They've had a nice run. They've done a great job to get where they are, all things considered. But kind of feels like a Royal spot, as bad as they've been playing, and just with where things have faltered. There's a lot of value today on Kansas City. Fried has been. Fried is Fried, and when he's on, which is definitely a concern. But I just worry with what I've seen and what I'm thinking with what's coming up with this Braves team. And there's a ton to go. They could be in the playoffs or out of the playoffs in the next 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of the more anticipated games, of today, and that's what just makes it that much harder, because I mean, it's just a very tough game. I agree with you. I think if you're going to take anything in this game, it would probably have to be the Royals at this price. Um, you know, Singer's recent game has just been bad, and that's what kind of worries me. You look at his last 3 starts, man, and I mean, he's just not the same. But again, like I said, the Braves, honestly, I said it 3 weeks ago that I didn't think the Braves were going to make the playoffs, man. You know, and Braves really need to show something in this series, because they got the Mets on Monday, bro. Like, they need to do something. You know, their last games they've been doing well. They're hitting the ball well. It seems like they really do, want to make the postseason. They're playing a lot harder. You could see it just by the amount of runs they're putting up. So maybe we just continue the trend. Maybe you take the Braves team total, right? Because the Braves have been putting up runs, bro. If you look, they have put up 5. Yeah, the last 3 games, I can see the last 3 games they put up more than 5 runs in their last 3 games. So their offense is obviously working right now. They're playing for something. Maybe we go with that. Give me the Braves team total in this one. I like the Braves team total to go over here. Um, like I said, Singer has been really struggling lately. And that still is probably going to happen here. He's on the road. The Braves are playing for something they need. They got the Mets on Monday, so they have to grab these wins. Yeah, man, this is this is actually a really big spot for the Braves. Um, there is one guy standing out to me right now against Singer, and that's Murphy, Sean Murphy. He's got 5 at-bats, 4 hits, 1 single, 2 doubles, 1 home run, only 1 strikeout. I mean, dude, this guy, he's slugging 1,800. He's got an on base percentage of 800, a batting average of 800. Yeah, Sean Murphy is looking like the go ahead here. This guy's numbers are fantastic. Let's see here. Biggio's numbers look really good, but it's Sean Murphy for me in this one. Sean Murphy, give me his total bases here, and we're going to take the Braves team total in this one as well. All right. We got, speaking of the Mets, we got the Mets taking on the Brewers. Got the Mets taking on the Brewers here. So, yeah, that thing went way down. Here it is. So we got the Mets taking on the Brewers. We got the Mets minus 118 for the Mets today. You got the Brewers at a minus 102. We got a total of 7.5 here. Slightly favored to the over. Sean Manaea is coming out for the Mets, and then you got Frankie Montas coming out for the Brewers. Jesus Christ, bro, I'm on the Mets here. I am not backing Montas, bro. Matter of fact, give me Montaz's earned runs to go over. This guy has been an absolute shit show. I mean, anytime, anytime you kind of think, okay, man, Montaz is really getting things together. This Brewers team is really starting to back him, and things are going good. What does he do? He fucking shits the bed every single time, bro. Look what happened last start. Gave up 7 earned runs with 3 home runs against the damn Snakes, man. And I understand that this Mets lineup is not the Diamondbacks, but it does not matter to me. Montaz is Montaz. And this guy just really knows how to fuck you. And the Mets are desperate right now. They are desperate. Like I said with the Braves, the Mets got the Braves on Monday. That is a huge, huge series right there. That's a huge game. They got Manaea's coming out, who's Manaea's been good. I mean, he really has been. The Brewers have struggled with left-handed pitching all year long. I mean, this looks like a perfect spot to back the Mets here, honestly. Montaz has gave up 5 home runs in his last 2 starts combined. 5 bombs in his last 2 starts combined. And with the way the Mets are hitting left-handed pitching right now, there is no way I could fade them in a spot like this, man. So you got to give me Montaz's earned runs to go over. Let's see what they are first. As you guys can tell, Montaz has fucked me quite a few times. Every time I think he's about to start looking better, every time, bro, he just folds.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I was just talking about the Brewers game. I didn't even know you were gone.
Even better.
Yep. So we got I'm gonna take Montaz's earned runs to go over here. I'm finding them now, and then we're definitely going to find a couple guys on the Mets because I'm telling you, Montaz will give up a couple home runs today. You could take Montaz's earned runs over. Oh, they're not even giving it to us. They're not even giving us Montaz earned runs. They only got Manaea's out there. They're not even giving us hits allowed, nothing. They're giving us his strikeouts, but that's it. That man. Let's look up here.
Give me the Mets team total over.
Love it. Love it. Gotta find a home run hitter in this one, man. We gotta add one to the parlay here. I'm thinking.
Is Carlos Delgado available?
I can look. I was thinking like. Wait, who'd you say?
Carlos Delgado.
I was thinking Lindor, man. Honestly, I was thinking
he's making his time back. His only worry is his lack of at bats, but
true.
But Montez is definitely up for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
11%.
going to give it up, bro.
Well,
He's going to give it up.
he's putting on 11% of his guys with walks. So I mean, it's like you look at what I mean. He's getting 304 against him too. The Mets have good numbers against him.
Man, wow. I'm telling you, man, I'm about to call out a really, really odd one here. And it might not sound odd, but it is because the guy has just not been showing up. Um, what about Marte, man? I mean, I'm looking at his numbers right now, and honestly, they're the best numbers that I see on the Mets against Montas. So he has it's a righty on righty, but he has 8 at bats. He has 5 hits, 5 singles. Slugging is 625. He has no home runs, no doubles. I mean, this just is not fitting my. This is not fitting my standard here. I can't take him. Um, Francisco Lindor. I mean, he's more of a fit. Uh, Someone is hitting a home run today on the Mets. I'm telling y'all. I just don't know who. It's too hard to figure out. I mean, none of these guys have great numbers. Um, we'll come back to it. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Maybe we'll find something better down the road. But right now, it's just nothing really looking good. Even Pete Alonso don't look great. Obviously, he can go yard, at any bat. This fucking guy, Pete Alonso, but his numbers just are not there for me to pull the trigger on. No one's are. All right, we'll come back to it, but it's definitely Mets for me. And Montas earn runs to go over if you can get them. Okay, because right now DraftKings is not offering them. But it's definitely a big Mets spot, and I love Cali Wagers. Mets team total is a really good look. It's at 3.5. You might even be able to catch that bitch at 1.5 in the first 5. Matter of fact, Cali, if they are giving us the Mets team total in the first 5 at 1.5, that would have to be it, bro.
Let's see.
Yup, 1.5.
There you go.
It's at a minus 154 though.
Well, you could always alt line it. First 5-2 or over 2.5. I mean, you could look at it a couple ways. But yeah, I like the over 3.5.
Yeah, I like the over 3.5 as well. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Next game we got. We'll go back to that game if we can't find a fourth guy to finish our home run hitter. We'll go back to that game. All right, we got the. Oh, I got to go up actually because we got the. Yeah, we got the Dodgers taking on the Rockies. We got the Dodgers taking on the Rockies. Let me see here. So we got the Dodgers at a minus 192, very sketch. And then we got the Rockies at home at a plus 160. We got a total of 11.5, favored to the under at a minus 118. I gave you guys the under yesterday. I do apologize about that. I was pretty adamant about it. Obviously, the game went over. The Rockies decide to, I think they put up like 5 runs in the last, but that game went over regardless. But it doesn't matter. Today they're bringing out Quantrill, who I really don't mind backing at home. You guys aren't going to like this play, but I have to do it. You got to give me the Rockies here. This line is pretty telling. It don't look like the Dodgers have announced anyone yet. We know Quantrill has experience at Coors Field. He pitches his best ball at Coors Field. Um, and honestly, the Rockies play their best ball at Coors Field. Um, I think this is the spot where the Rockies pick up a win. It looks like the Dodgers might be throwing out Yamamoto. Uh, that's what Swish is saying, that it might be Yamamoto. And if it is, I'm kind of okay with that because there's quite a few Rockies that have some really good experience against Yamamoto. So, listen, it's Rockies for me. I can't pass up the value here. It's at a plus 1.5 at a plus 110. Give me that shit all day. And don't be shocked if the Rockies win this game outright. The Rockies have always been better at Coors Field. Last couple of home games, they have not been. Okay? Last couple of home games, it's been ugly. But Quantrill has been good at home. He just seen the Dodgers lineup last week, and the Rockies actually won that game. So the Dodgers are kind of locked in. All the value is on the Rockies here. I can't pass it up, man. Um, and them setting this at a minus 192 for the Dodgers, right, is pretty telling to me here, Callie. So I'm liking the Rockies in this situation, man.
Final series for the Rockies of the year. Final series at home. Final series for Charlie Blackmon. Give me a Blackmon home run, 6-1 odds.
I love it. He went yard yesterday. I love it though. I'm with you. Um, Blackmon, he was another one. We had him not yesterday, the day before. We had Blackmon for a home run, and he looked me dead in the eyes through the TV, Callie, and smacked a home run yesterday. I was pretty pissed. He was another one. But I'm looking at. I love the Blackmon look, man. That's fucking fantastic. I think that's a really good look. Um, we're definitely taking one out of here. It might be Blackmon, man. I was thinking Rogers. Brandon Rogers. It's a righty on righty. He has five at bats, 4 hits, one single, 3 doubles. He's slugging 1,400, on base percentage of 8, and a batting average of 8. So I don't know, man. This is tough. I love the Blackmon look. So
I like Shohei, 1 plus RBIs, minus 125 as well. I don't like the value other places, but I do like him for an RBI, especially with the way he's gap to gap as well. And we know that how big those gaps are in Colorado, that anything can score anybody from first. So I do like him for an opportunity. And Colorado's going to pitch to him, not going to pitch around him. So I do like him to stay hot. And him and Judge are both competing for that home run still. So I do like both of them to keep playing and both of them to keep performing. Going against teams that are going to pitch to them well too. I mean, Pirates are not going to I don't expect them to intentionally walk Judge. I think they'll come right after him like the Rockies will Otani today.
Yep, I agree. I like it, man. All right. Let's keep it moving. I wrote down Blackmon and Rogers. I'm just not sure which one we're going to add yet. All right, next game we got. And if you guys look here, Quantrill don't have great K percent. But his ex Woba is good. He keeps the ball on the ground, not necessarily in the park, but majority of the time he lets his outfield do the work. So we'll see what happens here with Quantrill at Coors today. But I'm gonna rely on him a lot today to get it done. Next game we got the Twins taking on the Orioles here. So this is a pretty good game. This is one of my favorite games of the day, actually. Is this one? So we got the Orioles at a plus 136. We got the Twins at a minus 162. We got a total of 8 here. It's favored to the over. You got Cade Povich coming out for the Orioles, and you got Pablo Lopez taking the mound for the Twins. I am all over Lopez and the Twins here. The price got away from me a little bit here. I wish I would have took it. I wish I would have took it last night. I seen it at like a minus 151 or something last night. Bitch is now at a minus 162, which is pretty sickening. Because it does worry me a little bit that we have that much movement on the Twins. Lopez has had a rough start in his last game. But that was on the road. And I'm telling y'all right now, I think one of the best home pitchers in the MLB, at least this second half of the year, has been Pablo Lopez. You put this guy at target field, and I swear to God, he is like the Terminator, bro. I don't know what it is about Pablo Lopez and being at home, but this guy is unhittable. Absolutely unfucking hittable. Um, and it's been like that the whole second half. I mean, you look at his last 4 home games, and damn near all of them been shutouts. My man goes up against the Angels, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these lineups are a little weak, but regardless, you look at him against the Angels. He goes 7 innings of shutout ball, right? With 10 Ks, got 10 strikeouts. He goes up against the Blue Jays. He goes 7 innings of shutout ball. You look at him against the Cardinals. He goes 7 innings of shutout ball. I mean, this guy has been on a fucking mission in the second half, bro. And his home starts have been immaculate. I mean, it's way too much. It's way too hard to ignore here. I'm not a big fan of Povich neither. I mean, this is Twins all day for me. Yes, it's a bit pricey. I think you go with the Twins in the first 5. Honestly, I think you back Pablo Lopez. The Twins are going to back him up like they normally do. And I expect him to come out and do what he's been doing, and that is just pitching straight gems at home. So this is one of my favorite plays of the day. So give me the Twins here. On the run line, it's a minus on the minus half a run in the first 5 at a minus 115. I love it. I can't see the Orioles getting much going here off of Lopez. And if they are going to give us Lopez's pitching outs at a decent number, we have to take it. I just mentioned his last 3, his last 4. His last 4 starts at home, he's gone over 7 innings, 7 innings or more. So let's see what they're giving us for it. So they got Lopez's pitching outs at an 18.5 at plus money. Why not? Let's rock with it, man. Let's see what he does. They're going to leave him in here. I can definitely see him doing it. What are the Twins playing for right now, Callie? Do you know? Are they good?
They're 3 back right now. They need to win. They're trailing right now. They're trailing the Tigers and the Royals. Yeah, so it's not a phenomenal spot for them. They hold the tiebreaker over the Royals and the Tigers, but they're going to need help because of it. Royals hold the tiebreaker over the Tigers. They would get the 5 seed if they tied up. Twins are 3 games behind, like I said, so they need to win. Do or die for the Twins after how they've pissed away this month.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, hard to, from a motivational spot, and this kind of rings to my ear better. I mean, I hate the Twins; they've been frustrating beyond belief, but do or die, and easy to say it, but yeah, I think at home with Lopez, this is a good spot. Baltimore's done what they need to do, and that was a big come down I could see from that Yankees series where they took 2 out of 3, made the playoffs, clinched their spot. I think that the Twins are going to be as motivated as we could ask for.
Yep. All right. I like it even more then. So is that what you're leaning here? Also, Twins.
Yeah, I would lean Twins probably on the run line, I think, just because
Right.
of the 162. Maybe look at first 5 as well, but I think that's trying to find a little bit more value with them.
Yep, I love it. Yeah, the first 5 run line for the Twins are probably one of my favorite plays today when it comes to the MLB. I mean, like you said, it makes me feel better that they're kind of like on the ropes here, because they're going to come out and play even harder, and that means they're going to leave Pablo Lopez in there. We have seen this guy go well over 7 innings and plenty of starts at home. So it makes me think that in a game like this, where you played your whole season to get into the postseason, there is no way that you are going to take Pablo Lopez out of this game, if it's not necessary. And the way he's been pitching at home, there's no way I could fade him here. Love the Twins today. I'm right there with you, man. And I will take the 18.5 for Pablo Lopez at the plus 105. All right. See if anyone got it here. So Prince Jazz. Good afternoon, Prince Jazz. Was good, man. So yeah, we've been talking about them. Detroit, Kansas City, and Minnesota. Yeah, they're all pretty important games. The Twins are pretty important. You got the What are the other important games we talked about? The Yankees are trying to get that home field advantage. Prince Jazz, that's pretty important.
Tigers are
Um,
Tigers are important. Kansas City's important. Braves are important. Mets are important.
yep.
I mean, the Dodgers spot still, has value in terms of what they need to do. The Padres and the Diamondbacks right now. That's another one. I think that was it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a lot considering where we are with a weekend left.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So yeah, that's what we got, Prince Jazz. All right. So we already talked about the Mets and the Brewers. Now we move to the Rangers and the Angels. All right. So we got the Rangers coming in. We got the Rangers at a minus 155, guys. We got the Angels at a plus 130. We got a total of 7.5 here. It is slightly favored to the, no, highly favored to the under at a minus 118 here. You got DeGrom coming out for the Rangers, and then you got Detmers coming out for the Angels. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm not going to think too much in this one, Callie. Give me the Rangers first five on the run line, or give me the Rangers team total in the first five. I mean, dude, I am not backing Detmers, man. DeGrom has pitched well in his first two starts. He went 6 innings altogether, a 1-run ball, and got 9 Ks in them 2 starts. But the Rangers have absolutely zero reason to push DeGrom. Why are they going to, why would they leave him in? Why would they make him work? There's no reason in this game. None at all. So we really have no idea if DeGrom's even going to pitch 4 innings, bro. Like, that's how I look at this. Detmers came back looking good, right? He came back looking good, but that ended quick. I mean, this guy, his last couple starts have been horrific. 7 innings. So his last two starts, he's only went 7 innings. This guy is giving up 16 hits, 14 earned runs with 4 home runs in his last two starts. So no way do we back Detmers, especially at home. This field is very hitter friendly. We all know that. And you're going against a Rangers lineup that necessarily don't have much to play for. But regardless, they're going to rock Detmers today, man. So depending on what we're getting the Rangers team total at in the first half, that's where I'm going in this one. I like Rangers first five team total. I think they rip Detmers, man. So we got a 2.5 at plus 124. I'll take it. Give me it. What do you got for this one, Callie?
I would just lean the over in this one. I mean, I think that the Angels have benefited from the White Sox being so terrible because the Angels are on the brink of losing 100 games too this year. And I mean, what a travesty with letting Otani just walk, not getting anything from it. And I mean, a horrible season again for the Angels. Give me the over, 7.5.
I like it, man. I like it. I think we do got to find our home run hitter in this one as well. There's a couple guys on this team, on this Rangers team, that are kind of calling out to me. Simeon's one of them. His numbers don't look terrible. They don't look fantastic, but for some reason, man, something's telling me today's a day. Or even Nate. Actually, no, we're gonna fall off of Nathaniel Lau because he's a lefty versus a lefty, who is a big time righty on this team. Garcia is a big righty, but his numbers aren't really good. Hmm. Very tough, man. This is tough. All right. I don't really see anyone with good numbers, but I don't trust Detmers at all, man. So I'm still going to take the over 2.5 here, team total in the first five. And I do like the over with you here, Callie. I think it's a good look, man. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. We got a lot of baseball today. All right, we got the Padres. We got the Padres. They're taking on the Diamondbacks today, man. Sheesh. Look at this pitching matchup. So this is a big game for the Diamondbacks, man. Um, Big game for the Diamondbacks. All right, we got see here. All right, we got the Diamondbacks at a minus 125 at home. You got the Padres at a plus 105. You got a total of 8.5 here, favor to the over. You got Yu Darvish coming out for the Padres, and you got Merrill Kelly coming out for the Diamondbacks. So, like I said, this is a big game for the Diamondbacks. And honestly, to be fair, you guys know I'm huge on the Padres. You know, I talked highly of the Padres all year long. I made a lot of money with the Padres this year. I don't like this spot, man. I really don't. Kelly has been good. I mean, he has, and he's going to have to be good in this game. Because the Padres been dangerous. But to be real, man, uh, you know, you got to deal. You Darvish got to deal with this Diamondbacks lineup. Um, that has honestly just been crushing righties, crushing lefties. They don't care, bro. They've been hitting the ball well all year. And in a game like this, I expect the Diamondbacks to come out on fire. Um, Looking at their numbers here, you know, Kelly has a huge, both these guys just have huge sample sizes. Now, I was expecting to see, I don't know what happened. I guess they pulled him out. But Perez was supposed to be coming out here. Um, and which I would have liked a lot more. I would have loved to see Perez come out for the Padres because he's a lefty and a lefty going against his Diamondbacks team is always trouble. So I guess they were smart by putting Darvish in here, gives them a much better chance. But either way, I'm going to be backing the Diamondbacks here. I like them on the money line, but I want to look at Kelly's pitching outs. I think Kelly's pitching outs are probably the way to go. I can't see Kelly not going any more than I can't see him going any less than 6 innings in this game, honestly. They're going to leave him in there as long as they can. Um, so we're getting Kelly's outs at 17.5, man. They're pushing it with that one. Uh, I'll take it, man. Give me it. I'll take Kelly over 17.5 at a minus 115. And I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks on the money line. I think they find a way to pull this one off, Callie.
Yeah, D-backs are. This will be a fun series. Again, I looking at where they are versus what San Diego, their position. I think that you're going to get a really motivated San Diego team, like you said. Merrill's been better, and and the San Diego at home, or excuse me, Arizona at home is a different beast. Love what they've been doing all season long, and I'm excited to see them again this season doing so well. So hard to not go with Arizona. It's a layoff for me tonight because I still do worry a little bit about what San Diego's consistently doing for the whole second half. But maybe a play later. Do lean Arizona in this one.
All right. It is hard to get a feel on any of these because both pitchers have a huge sample size. And obviously, them sample sizes come with a lot of strikeouts. The one guy that is really standing out to me against you, Darvish, is Corbin Carroll. It's a lefty on righty. He has 11 at bats, 6 hits, 4 singles, 1 double, 1 home run, only 2 strikeouts, which is key for me. And he's slugging almost 1,000. So Corbin Carroll is definitely going to be on our list today to get something done here. He looks like he has the best numbers here that I can see in this game. But there's a lot of batters with a lot of good numbers because we're dealing with such a big sample size from both pitchers. So you got to take that into consideration as well. Because I mean, you look here. I mean, look at you, Darvish. 248 plate appearances. You got Merrill Kelly, 173 plate appearances against the San Diego roster. I mean, it's just huge sample sizes, guys. So you got to be very careful when you're like trying to calculate these numbers. So I'm going with Corbin Carroll in this one, though. And like I said, I like Kelly and I like the Diamondbacks here. All right, let's keep it moving. We only got a couple more games and then we'll hit college. All right, we got the A's and the Mariners. Not the sexiest game on the board, guys. Um, All right, so we got the Mariners coming in at a minus 175 at home. You got the Athletics at a plus 145 on the road. We got a total of 7.5 here. Looks like it's favored to the under at a minus 115. You got JP Sears coming out for the A's. And it don't look like I got anybody for the Mariners. Let me see if I can find someone real quick for y'all. Cal, you got anyone for the Mariners coming out?
No, I don't see it. This to me
It
was
looks like Brian Wu. I
okay.
think I just found it. It looks like Brian Wu. So I like the under right away. If it is going to be Wu starting, I like the under right away. Wu is a good starter, a really good starter. I respect his game a lot. I like the Mariners a lot in this spot. Sears has not looked good in his last two starts. He's given up 10 earned runs, 4 home runs in his last two starts. And the Mariners just showed us that they can absolutely get to left-handed pitching. They just faced one of my favorite left-handed pitchers in the entire MLB in Framber Valdez, and the Mariners actually look pretty good against him. So now you're going up against a lefty like JP Sears. I mean, who knows what the Mariners can do to them? I mean, this is a very inconsistent lineup, and they are very hard to trust. But after seeing them hit Valdez the way they did, I think they should have no problems against JP Sears. I'm not expecting Wu to give up hardly any runs to this A's offense at all. This A's lineup is probably not going to be able to even touch Wu if it is Wu coming out. So I love the Mariners here. You could use them on the money line as a minus 175. But I think the better play here is probably either the Oakland A's team total to go under or the full game to go under 7.5.
Yeah, it's an interesting spot. I worry with everything that happened yesterday in Oakland and traveling, going to Seattle. Seattle's been an absolute, dumpster fire lately. And to me, I would kind of lean the under. I think it's one of those spots where it could be a team in Oakland that, this is as close to winning something big as, they could with all the emotion of Oakland ending yesterday. At the same time, it could be a big release where they just go off from this and, put up a ton of runs. To me, easy layoff for both those reasons. I would blindly take the A's if I needed to take a side on it with the value. Sears has been decent. I definitely prefer him over whatever Seattle would be putting out, like you said, but nothing in terms of needing to put coin on.
Yep, I agree. All right, last game of the night in the MLB. Then we'll move over to some college football, man. We got a big weekend coming up, man. I'm super excited about it. Especially we've been on fire the last couple days, so pretty excited about this weekend. But these are the games that build our bankroll to hammer the weekend, so they're always necessary to look at. We got the Cardinals and the Giants to end our MLB night here. So looks like we got pretty interesting game here. I mean, we got Mikolas coming out for the Cardinals. They got him at a plus 110 on the road here, heading into San Fran. The Giants at home are at a minus 130. They got a total of 7.5. Highly, highly favored to the under at a minus 122. And then you got the Giants bringing out Landon Roop or Rupp. I don't know how to. I think it's Rupp, right? And then they got Mikolas coming out for the Cardinals. So one thing I'm telling y'all right now, we're getting the Giants at a great price at home, and they are letting us get this price to fade Mikolas. I am all for it. You got to give me the Giants here. This is a great price. The thing that worries me is this line is continuing to move in favor of the Cardinals, and I cannot figure out why. Mikolas has not been my favorite option on this Cardinals team. He is coming off a Coors Field series, right? And we talked about this all year, guys. Okay, you got the Cardinals coming off of a Coors Field series with no days rest, heading into San Fran. And every single time we know that team coming off of that Coors Field series with no rest, their bats come out ridiculously slow. And I don't think the Cardinals are any better. So I think we're going to see the same exact effects that we see with almost every team that heads into San Fran after a Coors Field series. They come out with very sluggish bats. Now, we know that the Giants have been eliminated, right? From the playoffs. They have no chance of making the playoffs. Mathematically, they're out. But it seems like that hasn't bothered them because they have been playing some really good baseball. Um, you look at their last couple series, man, and they have been playing good baseball. They have a very favorable matchup here against Mikolas, in my opinion, who I don't trust whatsoever. We know he gives up a lot of sharp contact. The only benefit of it here is not only is he going up against someone I have no idea who he is. I mean, I heard of him, but I don't know much about Rupp or Roop or whatever you call him. But Mikolas is at a pitcher friendly park, and we know that he has tendencies to do a lot better at these kind of parks than he does at the ones that are ones where you could get home runs easy because Mikolas gives up a ton of sharp contact. But nonetheless, it's the Giants here. We're getting a really good price to fade Mikolas, and I'm going to take advantage of it. So we know this Giants team loves to hit home runs. They are a power lineup. They live off of home runs. So it'll be hard not to look at guys like Chapman today or, just any of the regular guys that have been rocking the ball for the Giants. Mikey Y is another good one today. Conforto has been hot, man. I think Conforto is a good look. I mean, there's a lot of guys that could really take advantage of Mikolas today on this Giants team. So give me the Giants here on the money line, man.
Yeah, give me the over for the same reasons. I don't have faith that Rob's going to be anything special, and I think the Giants will be able to get to Mikolas. So I do like the over 7.5. I think that's reasonable.
All right, I love it. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys the home run lay after the college football segment. I'm putting it together now. But as you guys see here, Mikolas against the Giants, he's got a big sample size and his numbers are terrible. So it's another good reason why to fade him here. But I think we got a pretty good home run lay here that I'm going to put together. We already know our first two, right? It is going to be Romuto is our first one. Romuto for a home run. Then we got Josh Lau for a home run is our second guy. And then it's picking out the third one because Conforto is going to be our fourth. So we need a third one. And it's between Blackman or Rogers in the Rockies game, or it's going to be Corbin Carroll in the Diamondbacks game. So you guys let me know who you guys like. All right, let's move to college real quick here, Callie, and then we'll get up out of here. Um, College football. So the first game we got, I am going to need the lines for the last game, the Rutgers game, because I live in New Jersey and I can't get Rutgers lines. So the first game we're going to talk about, here, guys, is going to be Virginia Tech taking on Miami. You guys know I'm a huge Miami guy. I love this team. I always have. They are looking fucking terrific, man. I mean, they are looking great. I did an article. I did an article on this game already. So you guys can go and check that out. It's over at the website at theoutletsv.com. Uh, it's already put out. I got a couple more coming out tonight. For this weekend, and also we have the Weekend Warrior show coming out as well for this weekend. Also, me and Oliver are we do the Weekend Warrior show, so that's going to be coming out as well. Uh, I think we're going to release it tonight for college football. Yeah, it's going to be released tonight for college football, and then NFL is going to be released on. I think it's going to be released on Friday night because we're not going to do them. We're doing them separate now, so they're all separate. They're all separate shows, so that's how we're going to be doing it. All right, Callie. We got Miami taking on Virginia Tech, bro. So let me pull up these lines real quick. So we got Virginia Tech at a 17.5 now. You got Miami laying 17.5. We got a total of 54 locked up on both sides. Obviously, Miami is the favorite here. I mean, this damn team, bro, 4-0 on the year. They've been rolling, bro. Cam Ward looks like an absolute menace. This whole team just has a whole vibe that is just, you know, honestly, I feel like it's taken over the country, man. Like, this Miami team is for real, bro. They're hungry. And I'm not just saying that because I like this team. You can see it. So the line opened up at 19.5. It's moving in favor of Virginia Tech, and that worries me a lot. Uh, because I can be pretty sure that people are going to be betting on Miami. But here's the thing, man. When you're 4-0 in any sport, you are on the brink of that loss. Like, it is coming, bro. And as much as I want to lay this 17.5 with Miami, I don't think it's the right move. I think we got to take the points here. If you look though, the Hokies, they they are not a Miami is this gritty ass physical team where Virginia Tech, man, when you watch them play, they look soft, bro. Like they really do. They are not a physical team. They do not. They're just not. Their offense has no kind of grit to their offense at all. Their defense cannot stop the run. It's almost like they're scared to get hit. They're 2-2 straight up. They're 1-3 against the spread on the year, despite being favorites in every single game so far. I mean, I just don't get this Virginia Tech team, man. I mean, the Hurricanes, they look honestly, like I said, guys, Miami is one of the best teams in the country right now. There's no question about it. They have looked amazing. Um, like I said, I'm not loving I'm not loving laying these points today because any team that's 4-0, it is very hard in any sport, college, professional. It's hard to keep a win streak like this going, man. Like that loss is coming. But I just don't know if Virginia Tech has the balls to pull this out, bro. I think the Canes are just too legit for them to lose to Virginia Tech. I think more of a gritty ass team is going to give that loss to Miami than what I see is a soft ass Virginia Tech team. I think it's going to be more of a big time underdog. And I know 19.5 underdog is a big underdog, but I'm talking about like a school that you wouldn't even think of, you know what I mean, is going to be giving that loss to Miami. It's not going to be Virginia Tech. How do you feel about this game, Callie?
My one concern was the wind. With everything going on, I kind of lean the under, but I worry with Miami's ability to put up points. The 17 is a tough spot. If I had to look at it, I would probably lean the under in this one. I think Miami's defense has been decent, and I think that Virginia Tech overall hasn't been phenomenal. I think, are a little bit fooled by who they've played, how they've played coming off that loss to Rutgers last week. I think that now having to travel down to South Beach is going to be difficult, but I don't have a play on the game at the moment. It's that tough number right now. If it keeps going up, I would love if it gets to like 55, but I do lean the under right now with everything going on.
All right, I like it. I can definitely say it. And if you're liking the under here, man, we know that's going to be you know, that makes them points that much better, right? If you're looking at an under here like that, it makes all them points that much better to take. It's like I said, guys, I think it's going to have to be more of a physical down and dirty team than what we have seen from Virginia Tech to take out this Miami team. Miami is very physical, man. They really are a physical, just go and get it type of team. Where Virginia Tech is almost the complete opposite. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games against ranked teams. I mean, I just can't. I can't back this team today. They haven't failed. They failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5 road games like in September. I can't do it, man. There is nothing making me want to back Virginia Tech here. The only thing is, like I said, guys, is that Miami has been so hot. That is the only thing that makes me want to back them here, back Virginia Tech here with the points, is because we know that loss is coming. It is very, very hard to keep up a winning streak in the kind of fashion that Miami has been. So very tough game here. But like I said, if you guys want a more deeper analysis on what I'm thinking about this game, head over to theoutletSV.com and you guys will see the write up in the article over there. Callie, do you have the spread for the Rutgers game by any chance?
Yeah, the Rutgers line right now is 1 or 1.5 favored.
Ooh. Favor for Rutgers, right?
Yes, down from 3.5 at the opener.
All right, so the line opened at 2.5, I believe.
3.5 at some spots, 2.5 at others.
All right, so the Huskies, man. Let's talk about the Huskies. I'm on Rutgers here. I can't bet this game, obviously, guys. I'm in New Jersey. I can't bet this game. But I am definitely I'm definitely on Rutgers here. I mean, this team they opened up their season 3-0. They're rolling right now. You got Washington. I think they're 3-1. You know, they've played really Rutgers playing that really good defense, man. They just got a really big win over that weak ass team we were just talking about in Virginia Tech. And Virginia Tech was at home for that game. So that was a big, big win for Rutgers, even though we're starting to realize just how bad this Virginia Tech team really is. So that win for Rutgers might not really be that satisfying because we are really now seeing what this Virginia Tech team is made out of, and it's not much. But we can't take away the fact that they did what they had to do in that game. Their defense has been terrific, but now you got to deal with this Washington team that their offense have looked great all year, bro. They did lose to Washington State. You know, that was that's always a tough game, man. When you got an in-state thing like that, that is always tough. You got you got them. Who they beat? They got 3 wins. It was against
Weber
I gotta
State,
look
Weber State, Eastern Michigan, and Northwestern.
again. All right, so 3 lesser teams were the other 3 wins. Then
Eastern Michigan is one of I think 5 teams that's 0-4 this year against the spread. So
I think they're going to struggle here. I think they're going to struggle. They have not seen a defense anywhere near like this Rutgers defense, bro. The Rutgers are playing good ball. I think we're getting a steal of a number here. Washington is going to be traveling across the country. Um, yeah, dude, I'm all over Rutgers here. This line almost looks trappy, though. I mean, it almost looks too easy to take Rutgers in this spot, man. How you feeling about this, bro?
I'm decently bullish on Rutgers here. I think that, I mean, for one, the travel is big. Going across country, coming off what was the Apple Cup a couple weeks ago. I think Washington State's overvalued. I don't think they're as good either. So I think that what I've seen this year with Washington is a lot of fraudulent behavior. I mean, you beat up a Weber State team, Lottie Daw. You beat up a Northwestern team that is playing on, Paradise Island right now. It's a spot that I think Rutgers is ready for, especially coming off that victory last week. The way they're able to win by a field goal like that on the road, and take it as you may with Virginia Tech, but I still like that victory. Getting them at home today at a pick 'em is to me really good value. I think that a lot of people are still caught up with what they remember Washington being versus what Washington actually is, and I think today is going to be it's going to be their first road test, obviously, but it's going to be a tough one. Rutgers, I've been on a couple times this year already. I think they're 2-0 for us, and I'll stay bullish with them. So I like Rutgers. I'll take them at money line or -1 today.
Yep, I'm with you, man. It is. I'm gonna have to go and do my regular look around. Oh, now it wants to pop up. I'm gonna have to go and do my regular look around, guys. Like on social media to see where people are coming in at on this game. I'm almost positive it's going to be on Rutgers, but it's almost to the point where I can't. Like, I got to take Rutgers here. If I was able to bet this game, guys, it would be Rutgers 100% for me as well. So we do have a couple people in the chat here. So actually, never mind. They ain't really saying anything about the game. Prolific was just giving us the point spreads and everything. Um, yeah. So Prince Jazz said he's looking at Xavier over his receiving yards. I don't think that's a terrible look. That was for the last one. I think that's a pretty good look right there for the last game. All right. So let's get the best bets, Callie. I'm gonna give this home run parlay real quick, and then we are going to do best bets. I already got it put together basically on what we're gonna do. So we are going to take Relmuto for a home run lay. Make sure you guys round robin these as well. Round robin this. So we're taking Relmuto for our first leg of the home run parlay. Let me find him real quick. Never mind. Maybe we can't take Romuto because he's not even. There he is. All right. Romuto plus 500 is our first leg. Then we are going to go down to the. We're going to the Rays and Red Sox game where we're going to take Josh Lau for a home run. At plus 550. Then we are going to head over to the Rockies game where we're going to take Charlie Blackmon for a home run. He is sitting at a plus 600. And then we are going to head to. What do you think? What do you think, Callie? It's between Corbin Carroll or Conforto.
Go Corbin Carroll.
All right, let's do it. So we got Corbin Carroll as our fourth leg of the home run parlay that we were asked to make. These odds are ridiculous, by the way, guys. Corbin Carroll is at a plus 400. The odds are at I don't even know what this is. 136,400. So that's what the odds are. Literally $1 will pay you 1,365 cents.
Line up your retirement tonight. Talk to your broker. Get a hold of your insurance guy.
So you could put 50 more cents on that to pay you out $2,000. All right, so that's what we got, man. I'll tell you what. What was old buddy's name, man? What was old buddy's name? It was Joseph Goldsmith, bro. If this parlay hits, I will be breaking you off. All right, because you're the one who made me put this together. So definitely gonna be getting it done. All right, Callie. What's your best bet for today, man?
Best bets today: Otani 1+ RBIs -125, and I like Rutgers either on the money line or -1 tonight for college football. And then I'll have probably a max bet, if not a play of the day for KBO later tonight once I can get through the lines and see where things stand.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, you've been hot as fuck on them KBO plays. You got to send that over to me.
Yeah, I will. I will get a hold of you later. Yeah, it's been good. 7-0 this week, and then 9-1 in our last 10 max plays. So it's been rolling.
Crazy. Love it, man. All right. We are gonna go with for my best bet today. Yeah, I got you, Prince Jazz. Give me a minute. And then Soam Packety, he's saying, is that Cali Wagers? Yes, it is. That's Cali Wagers speaking. And then Prince Jazz wants me to repeat the parlay. I will right after I'm done giving my best bet, Prince Jazz. So we are going to go with we're going with Montaz earn runs to go over if you guys can get them. Actually, I don't think they weren't even available. So we're going with the Rangers in the first five, bro. We're going with the Rangers first five minus the half a run. I'm pretty sure that was my favorite one, right? It was. Oh no, it was the Twins. Twins. Sorry, guys. It was the Twins first five minus the half a run. That's going to be my best bet today. Twins minus the half a run in the first five is my best bet. And then Prince Jazz. It's Realmuto for leg number one. Josh Lau leg number two. Charlie Blackman leg number three. Corbin Carroll leg number four. I'll post it in the Discord, Prince Jazz. I'll post it in the Discord and I'll post it in the Plug Talk community as well. If you guys aren't a part of the Plug Talk community, man, make sure you guys go onto my Twitter and you'll see it right in my bio. All you have to do is ask to join, and I'll refer you in. It's everything Plug Talk. I write out a list every day of every single pick that was given out on the show. You can only find that list in that community. So make sure you go and join. It's a whole list of everything I gave out. Um, all right, Callie, tell the good people where they can find you, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at California Wager. Find me on all these socials, Insta, TikTok, all those other places. And CaliforniaWager.com is also out there for anybody interested in checking out our next project. But happy to hook anybody up with a free play. By all means, make sure you're following me. And we've been on a really nice run. Free play winner last night with Hanwha in KBO, and it's been a nice almost 16 units overseas, and be back this weekend with you as well. Crushed that Jennings tripod prop last weekend with you, and we'll be back for more. We're like 9-3 this week in our props, so it's been a good run.
Yeah, man, you've been on a massive run, bro. That's insane. Keep it up, bro. Love hearing it, man. Because I know just it ain't only you. When you're winning, there's, you know, 50, 60 other people that are winning with you. So it's always good to hear that, man. So yeah, man, we've been hot ourselves, man, in the outlet, Callie. We've been hot ourselves, man. We've been doing really good. Oliver just swept last night. Takeoff, he gave out 4 soccer plays in our Discord yesterday, all for free, and he swept on all of his free soccer plays. He killed his VIP as well. Like I said, I've been giving out a lot of big plus money on our TikTok and in our Discord. And I mean, last night we hit Brandon Daly for 2+ touchdowns at 300. The night before that, we hit Aaron Judge for his total bases, home run, all of that. Then we hit Jamar Chase. The day before that, we hit Jamar Chase for 100+ receiving yards and 2+ touchdowns. I mean, we've been killing plus money, man. So I'm expecting going into this weekend no different. So I'm really excited about it. You guys can join my VIP for $10 for your first month. Like, you can't beat that. If you want all of NFL season, you could get full access of all the cappers in the Outlet SV for $100 for all NFL season. But if you guys just want to try us out, man, and try out my service, it's $10 for your first day, or you could buy the weekend package as well, which is $10. But you might as well just do the month. But you can get all my plays for $10 for your first month. Callie, can't wait to talk football with you tomorrow, man. We got a huge Saturday. Tomorrow, Plug Talk will be on at 9:30 a.m. That is super early for you, Callie, I know. The games start at 12, and there's a lot to cover. So, 9:30 a.m. Plug Talk will be starting tomorrow with college football. We only cover college football tomorrow, so it's just what we do. And then Sunday will be obviously NFL. But Callie, man, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show, man. I appreciate you coming on. We have 170 people in here today. Appreciate all of y'all. If you're not following Callie Wagers, please go follow him. You can find him on Twitter, basically all the social medias, right? At Callie Wagers, right?
Yeah, Cali Wager for basically every one of them. Yeah, you can find all of them across the board.
Yep, appreciate it. Zernio, thank you. I appreciate that. The Discord is fire, man, and it's free to join. We there's a lot of good plays in there, guys, and it's not crazy. Like it's not a crazy amount of plays. You can easily tail us on anything. Um, awesome, man. I appreciate that, bro. Man, Master Chiefer, man, congratulations on your kid, bro. Um, Congratulations, bro. Being a dad, that's no joke.
Yeah,
So you
welcome to the club, my friend.
yeah. I don't know how good of a club that is, man. I ain't got no kids, so I couldn't imagine. But congratulations, bro. And yeah, you definitely got some bigger responsibilities right now. But we'll be here, man, Master Chiefer. Whenever you're ready to come back, bro, we'll be here. But as you guys see, he's saying it's worth joining. It really is worth it, man. It really is. All right, we will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30. Cali Wagers is going to be with me, so can't wait to lock this in. And then on NFL Sunday, I believe we have Prop Kitchen coming on. I don't know. He fell off last time he was supposed to come on, but he did hit me up and say that he wanted to come on Sunday. So we'll see if that happens. But as of right now, it's going to be myself and Callie tomorrow. So looking forward to it, man. We have a big weekend. It starts tonight. The big weekend starts tonight, people. So lock in with us, either me or Callie. You can't go wrong with either one of us, man. All right, guys, have a great day. Let's make tonight a winning one. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be 9:30. 9:30 tomorrow for Plug Talk. All right, guys, have a great night. Let's make it a winning one.